Conor McGregor went full Conor McGregor on Thursday at the BKFC Champions Summit press conference, where he made several announcements, including the return of Mike Perry. The King of Violence, who has become the face of the promotion, hasn't fought in BKFC since April 2024 due in part to his involvement in a boxing match against Jake Paul this past July. Since then, Perry has been anxiously awaiting his next fight, and he finally got his date on Thursday, but not before McGregor reminded the former UFC welterweight that he's the one in charge as a co-owner of BKFC. "You're welcome back because I welcomed you back," McGregor said, referencing when he claimed Perry was fired from BKFC after losing to Paul. "October 11th is your date, and you'll dance for me, boy. You'll dance for the owner, and then we can talk." Before McGregor's comments, Perry was asked about potentially meeting the Irish superstar in the ring, and he obviously welcomed that opportunity. While McGregor remains under exclusive contract to the UFC, he's repeatedly stated that he eventually wants to test himself in the bare-knuckle ring, and there's no bigger opponent in that sport than Perry. Before he would even entertain that possibility, McGregor said Perry has to get through his next opponent, a UFC veteran, but the actual name remains a mystery for now. "Your date is October 11, Michael Perry, the return of Platinum, and we've got one hell of an announcement for an opponent for you," McGregor teased. "One of the baddest men to ever grace the Ultimate Fighting Championship, but when it comes to bare knuckle, he's going to throw down with you in front of me for my viewing pleasure, and then I'll decide if you're worthy." Perry previously mentioned his interest in fighting former UFC welterweight champion Robbie Lawler, but there's no word if that's the matchup McGregor was teasing. Beyond the interaction between McGregor and Perry, BKFC also announced several new fighter signings, but none bigger than former UFC middleweight title challenger Yoel Romero, who transitions into bare-knuckle fighting after just recently testing himself in the dirty boxing ring. That hybrid combat sports promotion is owned by Perry, but now Romero is joining him on the BKFC roster as the seemingly ageless 48-year-old fighter continues to defy the odds with every performance. Another former UFC title challenger also signed with BKFC as Thiago Santos looks for a fresh start while competing in bare-knuckle fighting. UFC veterans Derek Brunson and Aspen Ladd also joined the BKFC roster alongside former boxing champion James DeGale.